Hello again. Another one of these deceptively chilly ones today. The fish were hiding away down the bottom of the pond. Didn't want to come and have anything to eat. And it's quite cold. It looks nice, but it's quite cold. But not cold enough to have ice. It's not cold enough to really notice. Anyway, let's get straight in with the then and now. Gonna go this way. Ah, that surprised you, didn't it? Now, I've done one of these before, similar one, but not exactly this one. So if you think you've seen it before, you haven't. Right, roughly here. Still see that church. Car park's not been built. Got to get out of the road before I get knocked over. And here we go, similar view from back in the day. As you notice, the church is still there. And the bridge bit is visible, but of course this is all a wall where this would have been the hotel. Going to carry on walking up Dawlish Road today, just make a little change. Going to Mules Park at the top from the Rowdens. Wind blocker is on, hopefully it's working okay. Here we go, first junction on the way up, Woodway Road over there. This of course is Dawlish Road. And on my right is a turning that takes you to the Clifton Hotel. Now that speed camera tickles me a bit, simply because it hasn't worked for ages. If they leave it up there, they think, oh, people will see it, it's a deterrent. But that's fair enough, but they don't put the markings on the road. So in other words, without the markings on the road, it wouldn't matter if it was working perfectly. Wouldn't be able to do anything, that type of camera. Mad, isn't it? Mad. So anyway, this is Clifton Close. Named after the Clifton Hotel. Just over there. That's where you go in. I won't go down and film because you can't really see anything from there. It's all around the front. Right, so yesterday, had a phone call from a dentist in the afternoon. Could I come in? So I said, too right, I can come in. So I went in for an appointment, got to see him. It's been admitted that my teeth are in the wrong place. They need to be lowered by about 5 or 6 millimeters. And as such, they're going to be doing that. He's getting onto the labs on Monday. And he's going to arrange a time for me to bring them in, get them altered. But the main thing is they've admitted that they're wrong. So hopefully, this will be the last time I have to mess about. I often say this when I walk past here. That little wall over there. Used to climb up that wall, going over the back as a shortcut to Galway back in my youth. The fence bit is there and it's boarded up. Used to hop over there. And it was a very easy way to get between this side of Teignmouth and the Barn Park Road Park, you know, and flats and the top of Barn Park. That's virtually straight through there if you went in a straight line. Shortcuts no longer available. And here we are, near enough at the Rowdens, which is like the top end of Mules Park. So it's another way in, right at the top. Now normally I go through there and I go down and walk across the field, but today I'm going to take this road down here. Very nice houses down here as well. And at the end of here is actually the orchard. So we're checking on that and go from there. That's the Beacon House, the flats. Used to be Beacon School. First sign of spring. Lovely. Here we go, right down the bottom now. We've left the tarmac road. Go through the gate. I think you probably recognise this now. Here we go, through the gate. And there's the orchard. Looking a little bare, but that's the time of year. Very nice though, very nice. So I'm thinking to myself, top way or bottom way? In other words, go down through the park or go down past the water. I think I'll go down through the park today, give the wooden doggo a pat on the head. People have asked me from time to time, how many steps do I do in a day on average? And I don't know about the average, and to be honest with you, I don't really pay that much attention to it. But I did get an alert yesterday after that long walk and after going over to Newton Abbot to be told I'd done just over 27,000 yesterday. So I certainly got some steps in yesterday. There we are. That would take me down the back of the walled garden to the top of the water features. But we're going to carry on up this way today. There's Doggo. Good boy. Survived the winter. I do like it when dogs survive the winter, especially when they wouldn't. There's those 6 trees. Every time you look at them, you think there's 5 because of the way they sort of hide behind each other. But there's 6 there, just in case the optical illusion was working too well just now. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6. But unless you're up close and you look at it from virtually any angle, it looks like 5. There's always one hiding behind another. It's weird. It's like an optical illusion up here. But what a lovely open space for you to come and enjoy in Teignmouth. Bring your dog, dog friendly. Fly your drone, drone friendly. Lovely. Shall we do the old zoom to shoulder that I used to do? Yeah, why not? Here we go. All the way over to Shoulden. And zoom out. Whee! I'm a child. I don't know if you picked that up. Sound of a plane going over just now, whether or not the wind blocker blocked it out. But 2 biplanes, but every time I tried to film up to them or look up to them, the sun was blinding me and I couldn't see what I was filming. But 2 biplanes just going past, side by side, like doing the display almost. And there we go, that's the Clifton Hotel. That's around the front where I said I wasn't going to film because I was going to be filming the side. That's the front of it there. It's actually quite good. It's sort of visible at the moment because as soon as everything starts up again in spring, you won't see that. And here we go, bottom of Mules Park. And what a view. Good job it wasn't windy like this when Norman was filming. He'd have been blown backwards up the bridge. Very different film. Just have a quick spot of observation. Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Going to treat myself just a spray point. Not going to make a meal of it. Any trains will be filmed, but enjoy it to get the steps in. Okay, so we're going to have another then and now. This is quite an interesting one in a way, for a couple of reasons. We're going back to 1859. We're about here, and there's broad gauge, and everything's happening in the picture. Very nice. However, you'll notice just behind things, sort of in the centre, just to the left, there's a hut. And I think that's the original hut, as I'm looking now, where it was then. So here's the picture. And I think that was that shed that I say I used to go across to, and where I think it's Ian said he went in when he was younger in the 60s and got a lamp from it. Anyway, we'll check on that later on, but I think that's that hut. Shame I stopped filming at that second. Oh, I'd have had a little bit of a crossover. Oopsie doopsie. There we go, there's that hut over there I was waffling on about. I think that was it in the drawing. Possibly an artist's impression, but he knew there was a hut there and made it a bit bigger. But again, it would fit because, like I say, as a child, that was quite a high doorway and the tracks were right down low. So it could be that in that picture. What do you reckon? Sign is still standing. There's one of those planes from earlier, or I assume it's one of those planes from earlier. Because, you know, don't see a lot of them, but it's like two of those side by side. Well, like I said, I wasn't going all the way along or making a meal of it, so I'm going to turn around, head back into the wind now, so jacket zipped up. Surprise train! It snuck up on me. Naughty train. Got to give me time to get ready. Now they've sent some little tiny cars out to try and find the helicopter that crashed, looking for the plane. So they're down on the beach at the moment, spinning around. What good fun. There's that shed again. Remember it had a roof on it and everything. Well, of course it had a roof on it once, but yeah, it did have a tree growing up in the middle of it. There we go. Quick seawall. Not a great deal of trains, but interesting picture and story about the hut. Thornhill. I'm going to head up home now. It's a bit windy for me. Did have a long walk yesterday. Get back a bit earlier today. United Reformed Church. I recognise that view of the station. And there we go. Not my longest walk, but I've had a good plod. Got the old blood pumping. And yeah, enjoyed that. So see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, hopefully. Take care. Bye.